meeting. I've known Patrick for longer than I care to think, and in that time, he's learned many, many things. Patrick Burrows.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Right, I'm going to evaluate what happened this morning. So it started with thunder. Joao came here and introduced the president, and it sounded to me like thunder. We were awoken, and the president, Shane, continued on that theme. I thought he was very energetic, bringing energy to all the people who come first thing in the morning. I think that was brilliant. Richard, he just said some good things about me, so I shall reciprocate. I've known Richard a long time, and the one thing I know about Richard is that you all know him as a safe pair of hands. And I'm not saying that in a deprecatory way. I'm saying you can rely on quality, on no mistake. He does everything so well. It's so well prepared. Nothing to say about Richard. It's very good. Then we had Maria, the guest host. I thought Maria came dressed like a bullfighter. But then again, nobody was slaughtered, and in any case, she decided that she was more like a penguin, and in fact, yeah, she looks like a penguin. Black and white. So let her be a penguin and a happy feet. But I thought she introduced people quite well, and it was, you can see it when people introduce themselves, it was quite easy and amicable. A little note, I noticed that a lot of members arrived late, and that recommendation is that the members here at the club, when they come in, they are discreet, they wait for the opportune moment to come in, and that's very appreciable, because when you go to other clubs, and I've been to a fair few, and it's not something that happens. There is distraction all the time, people come in and out, so accommodation to all the members here. The timekeeper, Scott, is a Homo sapiens, maybe a bit more than us, but we can't hold it against him. I thought he did a very good job. It was clear, concise, very professional. Thank you very much. The linguist, Steve, he used a trump card. It's kind of interesting to use a word such as kofefe, because it doesn't mean anything, yet he was able to explain it. So, and then afterwards, when he came back to do his report, I thought he had some particularly good, incisive remark, noticing what people had done, especially on the repetitions. Then we had the table topic master, Virginia. And there are a few things that I like about Virginia that I thought was really interesting. One is that she was really prepared. She had a good introduction, a good definition and description of the topic. It was very clear. Now, what she could have done better, and it was clear to everyone, is that you need to prepare your list of the people that you're going to call to the scene a bit better, and maybe she oversaw that. But it's something that we can all learn from. But I thought what was remarkable about Virginia is that the guest who would have come here for the first time would have noticed that she was not flustered by it. And that is remarkable, because whatever happens when you are performing in front of an audience, we are animals, and we take our cues from what's happening in the performer in front of us. So is there embarrassment, is something going wrong, etc.? Virginia didn't show anything of that, so I thought nobody noticed it. It was something that I think maybe the guests would have taken away from what they've learned at Early Bird. So, recommendation for that. I'm going a bit slow because I've seen the flag. Table topic evaluator, Julie Galanti. What a professor. I mean, she gave some great recommendation. What I noticed about Julie is that she was able, when she evaluated everyone, to go back to the energy that they demonstrated when they performed their table topic. And that brought us right back to the memory, to the experience that we had when they performed. So, recommendation for that. A recommendation for Julie, maybe it's me, but I thought she was a bit too far away here, and I would have liked her a bit closer, even, maybe moving around a bit, because I think she could do that very well. Evaluators, Nina. What I liked about Nina, she demonstrated, she performed, she talked about the use of, language that Mike had performed, but I thought herself was a master of pause, fast, volume, cadence. She talked about cadence. That was masterful. But then again, I'm smitten. So she's a master of her voice. Vanessa, she engaged the audience. I think she's juicy, she's rich. She's got the quality of a good gossip. It's like she's grabbing you because she's telling you a gossip that you need to hear. And she's really good at grabbing the attention like that. She likes to share her enjoyment, and it works very well. And again, same for you. I think Vanessa, I think she could move around a little more. I could see her doing that more than others. And then Bianca. Bianca surprised us by telling us that Niels was doing a speech which was not what we were expecting, and that confused me a bit at the beginning. But she did very well because she was still traumatized from a belly flop, and yet she was able to do an evaluation like that. So well done, Bianca. I think she was able to pick the good points of Niels, and she finished strongly with a rousing pitch about stories. And the one thing I'd like to recommend for Bianca is to stay closer to the speech itself rather than the subjective evaluation of it. And that's it.